1. Tamed hounds. Behavior. Originally hyper-aggressive, wild hounds are known for their loyalty to those who earn their trust. Taming a hound begins with establishing yourself as alpha without violence, patience, consistent feeding, especially meat from reliable sources like level 1 or 4, and non-threatening body language are key. Living with a hound. Once bonded, a hound will defend you against almost any entity, often sensing dangers long before you do. They respond well to voice commands, but also develop an almost psychic awareness of your emotional state, moving closer when you're frightened or injured. Bonus perks. Scares away weaker entities on scent alone. Can track scents across multiple levels if they're interconnected. Will literally die for you if it has to. 2. Dullers. Behavior. Despite their eerie, zombie-like appearance, dullers possess almost no aggression or independent thought. They can be gently directed through persistent guidance, like teaching a service animal extremely simple tasks. Living with a duller. Because they require no food and minimal interaction, dullers are ideal for low-effort companionship. Some survivors use them like mobile scarecrows, letting them stand watch at the entrance to bases. Others report strange emotional bonds forming, where the duller mimics the owner's movements or postures as a form of primitive affection. Bonus perks. Does not sleep, meaning 24/7 passive guarding. Some dullers emit a low-frequency hum that repels hostile fauna. Zero maintenance unless damaged. 3. Rogue partygoers, split types. Behavior. Partygoers, once freed from their hive, behave almost like human children, curious, excitable, easily entertained. They fear loneliness and crave emotional connections, often latching onto the first being to show them affection without fear. Living with a rogue partygoer. Creativity is essential. Art projects, scavenger hunts, storytelling, these will prevent boredom, which could trigger dangerous regressions to party mode. A well-entertained partygoer acts like an energetic friend, capable of amazing feats of stealth, strength, and crafting when properly motivated. Bonus perks. Naturally immune to many fear-based entities. Can mimic human voices perfectly, useful for distractions. Resistant to physical injury. 4. Tamed smilers. Behavior. Smilers are dangerous because they live to feed on fear and awe, but a tamed smiler is like a living security system. They prefer dark areas, where they hover just at the edge of visibility, their grins glowing faintly. Living with a smiler. A smiler requires careful emotional feeding. You must display controlled fear, such as telling scary stories or engaging in rituals, to satisfy them without letting yourself become genuinely terrified. If well-fed, a smiler will become highly territorial and defend you from anything it considers a threat, including intruders. Bonus perks. Acts like a living haunted perimeter against enemies. Fear aura can incapacitate even powerful entities. Resistant to light-based attacks if trained slowly. 5. Memory worms, miniature variants. Behavior. Many memory worms are semi-sentient creatures that feed on memories in small doses. Handled correctly, they avoid consuming important memories and instead graze on insignificant or painful ones. Living with a mini memory worm. They require a feeding session about once a week. You'll sit quietly with them while they draw excess emotional residue, old regrets, minor anxieties, leaving you mentally lighter. However, if overfed or starved, they could accidentally consume important knowledge. Bonus perks. Emotional healing companion. Increases resistance to mental attacks by stabilizing emotions. Has a calming physical presence, slow, soft movements. 6. Skin stealer hatchlings, skinnies. Behavior. Young skin stealers, skinnies, resemble elastic, flesh-colored animals with basic shape-shifting ability limited to stretching and mimicking human movement in a cartoonish way. Living with a skinny. Skinnies are curious and affectionate, often climbing onto shoulders or nesting in clothing. They enjoy copying their owner's gestures, which can lead to hilarious moments. Proper emotional nurturing, talking, playing, seems to prevent them from developing the need to steal skin as they mature. Bonus perks. Excellent for reconnaissance, can fit through tiny spaces. Extremely fast and agile climbers. Can distract enemies with mimicry. 7. Small death moths. Behavior. Small death moths are drawn to sweet smells and soft lights. They bond with humans who treat them gently, fluttering around their chosen person like living fairy lanterns. Living with a death moth. They roost nearby when not flying, often resting on shoulders, tents, or supplies. Their delicate wings glow faintly, lighting up dark spaces without drawing too much attention. Some report that they vibrate or change colors slightly when threats are near. Bonus perks. Passive light source in dark areas. Early warning system for environmental instability. Can be trained to fetch small items. 8. Domesticated clumps. Behavior. Baby clumps, not much larger than a medium-sized dog, act like overexcited puppies made of disorganized human limbs. They're surprisingly affectionate and seek constant physical contact. Living with a clump. Training involves encouraging the clump to fetch useful items or defend against threats. They are durable and strong, making excellent pack mules or bodyguards. Some survivors have even trained clumps to climb walls or disassemble obstacles using their numerous hands. Bonus perks. Natural multitaskers, can perform multiple actions at once. Extremely hard to injure, regenerates slowly over time. Can immobilize enemies by grabbing them en masse.